Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. Only one thing is true. I will be champion one day, I promise.
Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby, has made a name for himself with his powerful striking, superior grappling, and tenacious fighting style.
His guillotine is nasty. His ground moves. Moreno took him down.
A fitting nickname for somebody that is willing to engage in high-paced slugfests against absolutely anybody just to get his hand raised. Moreno's rise to the top has been nothing short of remarkable. He's faced some of the toughest competition in the sport and has come out victorious time and time again. Moreno is known for his aggressive style and relentless pace, always pushing the fight and looking for the finish. It's not just Moreno's fighting skills that make him stand out, but also his exceptional mental strength, strong willpower, and calm demeanor that sets him apart from others. Moreno's story is one of perseverance, of never giving up even when the odds are stacked against him. His determination and will to win are truly inspiring, and it's one of the reasons why he's become one of the most beloved fighters in the sport. He's a role model for anyone who's ever been told they can't achieve their dreams, and he's proof that with hard work, dedication, and a never say never attitude, anything is possible. Now, if you're new to our channel, go ahead and hit the bell icon to subscribe so that you never miss one of our videos. It's time to sit back and enjoy the ride as we take a look at the incredible journey of Brandon Moreno, a true champion in every sense of the word. Moreno's early days were filled with hardship as he grew up in one of the most dangerous cities in Mexico. He was surrounded by poverty and violence, but he refused to let his circumstances define him. Growing up, Moreno's family used to run a piñata business to make ends meet.
Piñatas? Sí. De pinho, árvore de Natal? Pô,
And as a child, Moreno was overweight and often bullied. His mother enrolled him into Intram Gym in Tijuana to lose weight and in hope to change his circumstances in school. It was there where he fell in love with the sport of MMA, and he started to train in boxing and wrestling. Slowly, he started competing in local tournaments and became determined to make it to the big leagues and prove himself a true fighter. Moreno's talent and dedication quickly caught the attention of the local trainers and coaches, and before long, he was making a name for himself on the Tijuana fight scene. He quickly established himself as a fierce competitor, winning fight after fight and gaining a reputation as one of the most promising young fighters in the region. His early success laid the foundation for his future success in the sport, and it's clear that his upbringing in Tijuana played a major role in shaping the fighter he would become. As Moreno continued to dominate in the cage, his fighting style began to take shape. He was known for his aggressive striking and his ability to take down opponents and secure submissions. He was particularly dangerous with his rear naked choke, often finishing fights with it. Moreno's striking abilities were honed and refined over time, gradually becoming more polished and effective. His stamina, which is a characteristic of the Mexican boxing style, makes him fight for all 3 or even 5 rounds without getting tired, and his chin proved to be made of steel. In addition to his physical abilities, Moreno has a keen tactical mind when it comes to fighting. He's a master of adapting to his opponent's styles and exploiting their weaknesses. He's a highly technical fighter with a deep understanding of grappling and striking, and he's able to seamlessly blend these elements together to create a unique and effective fighting style.
Moreno, big shots now.
Moreno's rise to the top was a thrilling and determined journey filled with obstacles and challenges. Despite his undeniable talents, Moreno had to work hard to establish himself in the local MMA scene in Mexico, climbing the ranks and earning the title of WFF flyweight champion.
In big trouble, scrambling backwards. Moreno throwing hands as much as he can and as often, and now going for the submission for Brandon Moreno, looking for his tip submission victory. He's gonna go out. He's out.
It was at this point that the UFC took notice of him, inviting him to participate in the Ultimate Fighter Tournament of Champions, featuring flyweight champions from all over the world. Although he didn't win his first matchup, The UFC saw Moreno's potential and signed him, but he faced some setbacks in the UFC, going through a 3-2 run before being cut by the organization. But Moreno didn't let that discourage him. He quickly signed with the LFA and made a huge impact by winning the title in his debut fight, which caught the attention of the UFC once again.
Looking to steal the title away from the champion. Beltran warning Perez. Over and out.
Moreno never gave up. He kept training, kept improving himself, and kept proving his doubters wrong. He worked tirelessly to stay in shape so that if the UFC called, he would be able to answer. And just 3 months later, Moreno was back, fighting in his home country against a deadly opponent, Askar Askarov. Both fighters showed incredible skill and determination throughout the match. It was a closely contested battle that had fans on the edge of their seats. The end result was a draw, with both fighters earning the respect and admiration of the crowd.
Block, but man, you don't want to catch those on the farm. Good body shot at the body there.
Upon his return, he established himself as a formidable force, a true warrior, relentless in his pursuit, pure in his heart. The assassin baby came back better than ever. With his fierce striking and grappling, Moreno was able to go on a 3-fight winning streak, defeating Kai Kara France, Jassier Formiga, and Brandon Royval within the span of 12 months. He went from fighting for a job with the UFC to on the brink of fighting for the UFC flyweight title. And that's where the toughest challenge of his career sat waiting for him. The God of War, Deiveson Figueiredo, was like no other flyweight the MMA world had ever seen. Sickening knockouts.
Looking for the finish.
And a vicious guillotine choke became synonymous with his fights. And so a matchup between the two was inevitable. The first matchup between the two was a back-and-forth battle, with both fighters showcasing their skills and determination. In the first round, Moreno was caught with a heavy punch that put him down.
Brandon slips barely missed with that head kick.
He barely missed.
But he managed to recover and give a tough fight to Figueiredo. In the heat of the moment, Figueiredo threw an illegal low blow.
Oh my God,
which caused them to lose a point. The two fighters went the distance, and ultimately the judges decided to give it as a draw. The crowd roared with appreciation, and we all knew in that moment that this wouldn't be the last time we see these two meet in the octagon.
Oh man, he is just winging these punches. But look at this.
Another takedown by Moreno.
Into the mouth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Moreno was not discouraged by the loss and immediately began preparing for the rematch. He knew that he had the skills to beat Figueiredo and was determined to prove it in their next fight. The rematch took place several months later, and Moreno came out with a new game plan. He was able to take Figueiredo down with his striking and grappling, and dominated the grappling exchanges.
Ahora estabiliza y toma las cosas con calma, pero el asalto 1 hasta ahora parece que se le va adjudicando Moreno.
The fight was intense and back and forth, with both fighters giving it their all. The crowd was on the edge of their seats as they watched Moreno put Figueiredo in a series of dangerous submission holds. The crowd held their breath as Moreno locked in the rear naked choke, and with his final surge of strength, he secured the victory. The crowd erupted in cheers as Moreno was declared the new flyweight champion. The win was a huge accomplishment for Moreno and for Mexico as he solidified his place among the elite fighters in the UFC.
I'm so fucking happy! ¡Viva Mexico, güey! ¡Viva Mexico!
Moreno's determination and will to win is truly inspiring. He's a man who never gives up, even when faced with adversity. He's a man who always finds a way to come back stronger, and he's a man who always puts on a show for the fans. He's a true ambassador of the sport and a true inspiration to all those who watch him. 7 months later, the two fierce foes would again meet for their third encounter. And this time, Deiveson Figueiredo would get the better of Brandon by beating him by unanimous decision. Despite losing his belt to Deiveson, Moreno didn't let it crush his belief in himself. he trained harder than ever and came back stronger, eventually winning the interim flyweight belt by defeating Kai Kara France, who was on a winning streak at the time. Now, Moreno looks to butt heads with Davison yet again and bring the belt back to Mexico, solidifying his position as one of the top fighters in the sport. And there you have it, fight fans. Brandon Moreno's incredible journey to the top of the UFC flyweight division. From humble beginnings to becoming a top contender, Moreno has proven that hard work and determination can take you places you never thought possible. We can't wait to see what's next for this rising star, and we'll be sure to keep you updated on all of his future fights. And with that being said, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.